Hi, it's time for good energy, and I'm Dr. Juliet at Endeavor Health and Chiropractic. And today we're going to talk about why and how to find the vacation you on a Thursday. Before we do that, I want to talk about a couple of things. If you are interested in extra ways to get more information about the healing equation and how to change your life easily, go ahead and, if you aren't already, like Endeavor Health and Chiropractic on Facebook. You can also, if you're a woman, you can sign up for the private Facebook group, The Healing Equation. There's more information there. And of course, you can always go on to the Endeavor Health and Chiropractic website, www.endeavorhealthandchiropractic.com, and you can sign up for our monthly newsletter. As always, if you think this is helpful for you, please go ahead and tell others about it and how they can get more information as well. All right, how and why? Why, first off, how and why you want to find vacation you on a Thursday. Now, many of us have heard stories of people coming back from vacation and saying they were able to eat anything they wanted and they didn't have any effects. That's what I hear in my office because I work a lot on digestion. People are just thrilled with the fact that they went on vacation and they could eat anything they want. They didn't have any bad side effects. They had no cramping. They had no whatever. And now that they're back to real life, those symptoms are back again. And the healing equation can actually explain that. So remember, the healing equation is good energy in, or energy to heal equals good energy in minus stressors. And energy to heal is energy to do anything you have in mind. So it could be eat food without having indigestion. It could be lose weight. It could be run faster. It could be inspired to be an amazing businesswoman or businessman. It could be any of those things. Be a better parent. All of that requires energy to heal. And we can manipulate the equation. We can manipulate our stressors and our good energy in, and that will give us energy to do what we want to do. Let's consider the following 6 areas: body, mind, family, social, work, and passion. Okay? 6 areas that we can either have good energy in or we can have stressors. And vacation you is the you that balances some of that energy. And we want to get there because vacation you has more energy to heal. And if we can't find vacation you on a Thursday or a Tuesday or a Monday, you are not going to be able to heal more consistently. So how are we going to find that? Well, let's consider the example of what happens when you go on vacation. So when you go on vacation, you're naturally going to decrease your stressors, especially if you're one of those people that thinks ahead and says, okay, I'm going to be gone for a week. I've got to make sure I get this, and this done before I go at work. And, of course, in my head, I come from a family that has tryptochleanophobia. If you have never heard of such things, it's the desire to have the house clean before you go on vacation so that when you come back, it's clean. I have lost some of my tryptochleanophobia, but I used to have a very strong case of it. And the idea of getting all of these things organized before you leave so that when you come back, you can just jump into everything as they are. So you've got work, making sure everything's planned at work. You've got the house, you could make sure everything that's planned at the house. All of these things are ways to decrease your stress so that while you're away, you don't have to worry about things. Now, let's also consider family stressors. All right, so you and your family are going on vacation. There's obviously, some issues with going on family vacations, but one of the key features is that every person in your family is going to have a lower stress level. They are going to have a lower stress level, which means, most of them are going to have a lower stress level, which means that you, as the arbiter of family management and life and time, are going to have a lower stress level. And so one of the key so we've got work and we've got family. Family stress is going to be down. Your stress is going to be down because the family stress is going to be down. Of course, we've got a decrease in body stress because we are moving, we're out and about, we're out in nature. Even if it's raining cats and dogs, wherever you are still most likely out doing things. Or you're someplace different. So the body is in a different location. We can talk about the decrease of stress on the mind. You are not worried about the next PTA meeting. You are not worried about the next work project. You are not constantly saying to yourself, I'm not good enough to do this, this, and this. You are in, let's explore, let's figure out what's cool. We are here, let's enjoy ourselves. So your mind also has decreased stressors. We've got the body, we've got the mind, we've got family, we've got social. If you are visiting friends, that's versus being required to be by people. Usually when you go on vacation, you go with people that you enjoy being with rather than people that stress you. So in terms of social stressors, those are actually lower. And passion, if you have a creative aspect, sometimes that shows up in your mind as you're doing things. So you've decreased your stressors, and on top of it, you've also increased your good energy in. You're social, you're hanging out with friends and family, you're interacting with people who have similar minds. Let's say you've decided to go to a retreat. Those people are doing the same thing. They're passionate about it. Increases in passion as well. Body is moving. It's getting, you actually, if you're not packing the day full of things, you're getting more sleep, much more, or you're taking a nap in the middle of the day, which is something you would never do while you're at home. And you're activating your mind. You're going to museums, you're reading, you're journaling. Your family is working on fun activities together. And all of this is increasing your good energy in, decreasing your stressors, and all of a sudden, you have this amazing energy to heal. And so your body is working on other things. It's not holding space for other things. So you can eat that tiramisu and not come home and go, oh, dairy, oh, gluten, oh, sweets. Because you are in a great place in terms of your entire energy, you can do that. Or, you go on vacation and you come back 5 pounds lighter. Or while on vacation, you're like, I'm just not hungry, or you go on vacation and all of a sudden you have this huge idea for your business or for your job that you're like, hey, I could totally do that. Why haven't I been thinking of that earlier? Because you didn't have the energy to heal, because you were so busy working on the stressors and your good energy in was so much lower that you didn't have the space for your brain to kind of bubble those ideas up. So that gets us to the how, but now that gets us to the why. Why would you want to have your vacation you on a Thursday? Because there are so many cool things that happen with vacation you. Vacation you can eat without consequences. You actually eat when you're hungry. You don't overeat. You don't use any of your normal coping mechanisms. You come up with creative ideas. You are more patient with your family. You have less pain. All of these things are fantastic about vacation you. So how do you get vacation you on a Thursday? Well, you've got to give yourself a space. And you've got to give yourself a space a couple of times, maybe a couple of times a week, where you've got 20 minutes, 30 minutes, an hour would be great, where you can just say, I'm going to ask one question of myself. What can I do in this space that would get me to vacation me? It's a dumb question, but what can I do in this time? I'm not going to put any work stuff. I'm not going to put any responsibility stuff. What are the things that I can do in this period of time that would put me most like vacation me? You can decrease your stressors. What if vacation you is more well rested? You could take a 20-minute power nap, and that would get you closer to vacation you. What if vacation you is more creative? Maybe you do a lot of painting or art. Maybe you could do some coloring. 20 minutes of coloring is going to decrease your stressors, increase your good energy in. Maybe you could take a bath. Maybe one of the things you enjoy about vacation is that you have lots of baths that have high edges, unlike your own bath, and so you can climb in and be snuggly. Maybe it's coffee with friends. Maybe it's journaling. These are things that you can put in that 20-minute time span, 20 minutes to an hour, a couple of times a week, that gets you closer to vacation you. Now, here's the difficult part. Things not to do. And this is tough. In that 20 to 30 minutes, do not fill it with your normal everyday coping mechanism. If when you come home from a stressful day at work, the first thing you do is you go to the fridge and you grab 3 pieces of cheese before you start making dinner, don't grab those 3 pieces of cheese. If what you do when there's a stress going on and you have a downtime, you open up Facebook and you search social media for 20, 30 minutes, don't do that. If you have downtime and you usually at home go on Netflix and watch a video, or you play video games, think about this in the terms, if you're on vacation, you usually don't do that. When you're on vacation, you're doing other things. You're going to a museum, you're going to the beach, you're trying a new activity. All of these things are things that you are doing on vacation that are not the coping mechanisms that you'll do at home. So when you set yourself up to do 20 minutes a couple of times a week, I would encourage you to make sure that those 20 minutes or hour a couple of times a week are times that you don't fill them with things that you normally do on a stressful day. Think about, what can I do this week that gets me closer to vacation me? What would I do if I were on vacation, or what is the closest thing I could do that I would do if I was on vacation that I can do in my own house? So, tough request. You got some homework to do, but if you can find that activity that you wouldn't normally cope with in terms of stress, if you can find that pseudo vacation activity that would help you get good energy in as well as reduce your stressors, give it a try. 20 minutes, a couple of times a week, will get you closer to vacation you, and will reduce your overall stressors for the week. And it's something that you can put in your date book, into your planner, and look forward to doing. Something that is not your normal run-of-the-mill. A 20-minute vacation. Think about it that way. 20-hour vacation a couple of times a week where you're doing something that you don't normally do. All right. So that's my idea for today. Why and how to find vacation you on a Thursday. It's going to help reduce your stressors, increase your good energy, and help you have more energy to do whatever you wish to do. I hope you have a great weekend, and I will look forward to seeing you next week. Take care.